Welcome back to my channel. My name is Fabiola and we are going to make two types of rice. So I'm going to make the original Spanish rice, which is the one that's pink, red, however you want to call it, with the tomato sauce. And we're going to make a white cilantro lime rice. Okay, so I'm going to do one at a time so I don't confuse you, and I'm going to give you the ingredients as I go. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, Fabiola Gomez. And also I'm on Instagram as Fabulosity. So let's get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn on one of my burners to kind of like medium heat. I'm gonna let it heat up a little bit, and then I'm gonna add the oil. And we're also gonna add 2 cloves of garlic. One's a smaller one and one's a bigger, medium size, but if you have a large one, just put one. We're gonna have salt as needed. I put as much as I could here, but I probably won't use the whole thing. And a lot of people put Nor Suiza in there. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So we'll do it today to show you. And tomato sauce. And for each cup of rice, I'm gonna use 2 cups of water. But today we're only gonna be doing just 1 cup of each because I don't have 2 cups at the end. So real simple. We're just gonna measure it out and just 1 cup. Okay, so let me go back to my burner and see how that's cooking up here. Okay, so this is oil. I use Mazola. I just have this one because I refill it because I buy the big one. So I'm just gonna put a little bit, this may be about 4 tablespoons of oil. And I'm gonna also add the garlic to this one, because I want them to roast a little bit, but I just don't want them to burn, because if they burn, they're going to give the rice a really bad taste. So we're just going to let it warm up a little bit and let the garlic cloves get a little brownish. And then after that, we'll be ready to put in our rice. So I'm going to show you one of the garlic cloves. It's a little bit brown. So that's all I want it to do, just get browned a little bit. And I'm gonna add the rice. And again, it's 1 cup of rice. So we're just gonna add it in there. And we are just gonna mix it. We want the rice to brown, not burn. We're just gonna mix it a little bit, because as soon as you put it into the hot oil, some of the rice starts turning white. And that's the consistency that you want for all of your rice. Okay, so the browning's gonna take a little while because I don't want it to burn, and I like to leave it like on the medium heat. But as you can see, some of them are already turning white. And as you can see also, I don't have a lot of oil because this pot kind of retains it to the fact that you don't have to use a lot of oil to keep cooking. And of course, well, that's healthy for you too. So I'm just going to give it a few more swigs. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and get some hot water. So I have my hot water, and the hot water needs to be really hot because you don't want to lose the temperature that you already have in your pot here. So I'm going to do like 1 cup of water first. And I'm going to add the tomato sauce, and you can use any brand. I know it's sizzling a lot, so I'm trying to scream. And I'm going to probably do just like about half of the tomato can, because then it's going to come out soggy if you use too much. Okay. And I mean, you can already smell it the minute you are adding all these. So I'm going to add the rest of the water, which is 2 full cups. For every cup of rice, you want 2 full cups of water. Okay. And then you're going to add your salt and the Nor Suiza. Put a little bit of salt, maybe about, I'm gonna say 1.5 tablespoons, and you can taste it. I like to taste before I put a lot of it in, because you don't also want to over season. And then Nor Suiza, again, maybe 1 tablespoon. There we go. And I'm gonna put it up high for a little bit because I want to bring it to a boil. I don't like to put onion in it, cumin, oregano. I like it the way it should be. Nice and simple. You can add whatever you want. You can make it your own, of course, but this is the way I do it. But obviously, You can learn from it and add whatever you want. You can add corn, carrots, mushrooms. I've added everything in the book. So it's boiling, so then I am gonna put it on a low simmer. And then I'm gonna cover it. Okay? And I am gonna be keeping an eye on it. Okay, so I'm checking my rice. And by the way I see it, when you go like this, you can tell the water's getting consumed and the rice isn't fluffing up. So we are gonna add a little bit of more hot water. Okay, so I am gonna add it. I'm gonna add it to the middle. And that's just about less than half a cup of water. And it's coming along. It's already getting a little bit puffy. And it's on the lowest heat that I can have it. Okay? Super, super, super low heat. Red rice, I don't know if it's the pot or not, but I did have to add a little bit more water. It's unusual, but I also don't want it to look undercooked. And the rice, the way you know it's ready, when you look at your rice, some spots still look like white in the middle. They don't like look fully blown up. And then some parts are more fluffy, so you do just kind of like need to keep an eye on that. And this one even looks like I might have to add a little bit more water. There we go. And I think we'll just need a few more minutes for that one. So my rice is kind of ready. It needs a few more minutes, but I am gonna turn it off and I'm just gonna leave it covered because the rest of the heat and because of the way this specific pot is made is just gonna keep cooking. So I'm gonna just let it because I don't want it too overdone. So our both rices are done and our red original Hispanic rice. So I went ahead and I served them, and as you can see the little rice, nice and fluffy, nice and hot. I'm gonna taste. So good. Nice and savory. None of the rice feels crunchy to the bite or anything. It's just so good. I use this kind of rice like when I make my caldo de pollo, carne con chile, enchiladas, anything. So if you have any questions, just go ahead and put them in the comments and I'll be able to walk you through it again. I don't have an issue with that. Make it your own. You can add corn, like I said, any vegetable. And I hope you enjoy them, and I hope that they come out as good as mine did. And again, don't forget to subscribe and like, follow my videos, comment on them, good or bad, I do not mind. And go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Fabiolosity. And if you guys have anything that you'd want me to make, go ahead and put it in the comments. And we'll see you on my next video. So thank you so much for following me. Thank you so much.